Hey guys, it's me again. I'm here to give you a little more information on what I'm looking for in your second research journal. So let me walk you through it. What I say here is, what text are you considering writing about for major essay number 1? If possible, provide me a link to the text you're thinking about using. What are you interested in analyzing in this particular text? Using the concepts we have discussed in class as a guide, what are some preliminary things you might say about it? Answer these questions in a 300-word or more journal entry and post it to Icon Canvas under the Assignments tab in the Research Journal number 2 folder. So what I'm looking for is, what are you thinking about writing about? So I thought it'd be kind of interesting if people wrote about video games, but that's just a suggested topic, so you don't have to. But if you're interested in writing about a game, that'd be great. If there's something else that interests you, that's fine too. Keep in mind that when I say text, I don't mean a book. So that one thing that's kind of changed in English and the humanities and rhetoric and disciplines like that is that we analyze more than books now. So a text can be anything that you've chosen to analyze that has, is using language and is using rhetoric to create meaning. So that could be a movie, that could be a video game, that could be a traditional text if you'd like, could be a website, an online community. It's really pretty open, as long as it's using rhetoric or, and that rhetoric, keep in mind, doesn't even necessarily have to be written rhetoric. It can also be visual rhetoric, although I think for the purposes of our class, it's a little bit easier if it has some writing you can work with. And uses it to create meaning, right? And so I'm pretty open. Like I said, my suggested topic is a video game, but you certainly don't have to do that. And when I say text, I don't mean a book. Not that you can't do a book. If you're interested in doing a book, that's fine. Maybe not a whole book might be a bit long, but if there's some kind of written piece you're interested in, that's totally fine. So yeah, try and get me about 300 words on it. If possible, get me a link to it so I can have some idea of what it is. I can get you a little bit better feedback of some things you should look out for if I have a clear idea of what you're looking at. And then I also want you to do just, kind of a preliminary analysis of where do you see some of the topics we've discussed in class? How do you see those represented in your piece? So for example, we've talked about exigence, like why was this thing made? What was the author hoping to accomplish by making this thing? We talked about genre, what genre is this in? We talked about constraints, what are the outside situations that are a factor for this that can constrain it or that can help it, et cetera, et cetera. So try and get me 300 words or more about that. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments below. And other than that, I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget that even though we're not turning anything in for it, you also want to make sure that you're reading the article Rhetorical Reading Strategies and the Construction of Meaning, pages 411 to 418 by Christina Haas and Linda Flower, posted as a PDF on Icon Canvas. We won't have anything due for that, but you want to read this first half so that you're not stuck reading the whole thing in one night tomorrow. All right, good luck. Good work so far, and I will see you later.